Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today's topic is GMO, that is genetically modified organisms, abbreviated as GMO. You all are acquainted with that GMO. That means your organism which is genetically modified. Any types of organism, it may be animal, maybe plants or microbes, different type of organisms whose genetic material or gene has been altered in genetic engineering technique. There is a technique, genetic engineering, also called recombinant technique. In this process, when a organism's genetic material is altered or is modified, this organism will called as genetically modified organism. Okay, it may be plant, may be animals, or may be microorganisms. So in the case of genetically modified organisms, they are producing a lot amount of products. Okay, let's talk about one example. What is genetically modified organism? Okay, let's talk about a bird, that is a fowl. Okay, here is a poultry farm and there is some fowls present here, and the character of a fowl is to lay eggs. They give us eggs and also give us flies or chickens. So the fowls in the poultry have the capacity to give a low amount or not in adequate amount of eggs, and the quality of the egg is not good, and also they are not producing adequate amount of flies or chicken. Okay, so we have to do some techniques to develop their capacity of producing eggs and flies also. So there is a method in which we can produce this type of eggs and flies. So here is a foreign gene. We have a foreign gene which have the capacity to produce a good quality and good quantity of eggs and flies. So we need this foreign gene to manipulate inside the gene of the chicken, so gene of the fowl. That's why we can found a better product. So this foreign gene having the capacity for producing better product should be manipulated or injected inside the body of the gene of the fowl. Okay, then the fowl found a recombinant gene and produce different type of characters, like to produce adequate amount of flesh and eggs. So this fowl will be called a genetically modified organism. This is a genetically modified bird or animal. So these genetically modified animals or plants or microbes are modified in the process of genetic engineering techniques. So here in the genetically modified organism, under this topic we will study about, today we will discuss about the genetically modified plants. Okay, because it was very easy to understood about the plants. Okay, so we'll study the genetically modified plants, also it is called GM plants. Okay, genetically modified plants. Here the genetically modified plants, also called GM plants. Okay, genetically modified plants. Under this genetically modified, different type of GM plants are also present. Some are having the ability to produce better fruits. Some of the capacity of producing good leaves, and some are they have a heavy body. And here we will talk about the GM plants which have the capacity of pest resistance. Pest, that means an insect. The plant itself having the capacity of resist to the insect or pests. You use the pesticides to hesitate or to from the harmful insects to rescue the plants. So here in the GM plant, genetically modified plants, under it we will study the pest resistant plants. Pest resisting plants. themselves are pest resisting. Okay, so under the pest resistance plants, there is a better example which is BT plants. Okay, the example of pest resistance plant is BT plants. Under the BT plants, different type of BT plants, tomato plants, potato, corns, cottons. Okay, different type of BT plants also found. So what is this BT? Okay, the full form of BT is Bacillus thuringiensis. This is your Bacillus thuringiensis. What is this Bacillus thuringiensis? It's a bacterium. Bacillus thuringiensis is a bacterium, okay, which is found in soils adequate amount, and it is a gram-positive bacteria also. So the Bacillus thuringiensis have the producing a product which is used as pest resistant or pesticides in the plants. So here is a plant. So here is a plant, tomato plant. Let's example is a tomato plant. A plant is very acquired to insects. Here some insect also. Different insects are attacking or very harmful towards this tomato plant, and they also laying larvae in the plant. Here the larvae, they also give larvae to the plants. Here the larvae. Okay, here the larvae also give in the plants. So to resist, to escape from the larvae, because insects are rare in number, but larvae are more in numbers. Okay, they are very dangerous and very harmful to the plants, larvae. So to resist the plant from the larvae, to escape the plant from the larvae, this Bacillus thuringiensis bacteria are also used in the conventional method. Okay, firstly the conventional method. So this here the second one and the first one. Let's the Bacillus thuringiensis, a bacteria which is produce a toxin-like substance. There is a toxin-like substance. It's called BT toxin. The BT toxin produced by the Bacillus thuringiensis. Okay, but it is inactivated in the form of inactivation, inactivated form inside the body of the bacteria. Inactivated, and this BT toxin produces one type of protein which is crystal in nature. There is a crystal protein. There is a crystal protein. Is produced crystal protein, and this crystal protein is not also inactivated, and it get activated. This crystal protein will get activated when in come in contact with alkaline medium. Okay, when it come in contact with a alkaline medium, it will get activated. What? This crystal protein. Okay, and this alkaline medium is not found where another else. It's only found in the intestine or gut or alimentary canal of the larva. Here the larva's gut or the alimentary canal or the intestine of the larva. Okay, here the larva got intestine. Okay, when this crystal protein goes to the intestine of the larva, it will get activated and get damage to the larva. Okay, firstly, when we found a plant which is very resisting, no resistance capacity, and here the insect and larvae are very harmful towards the plant. Okay, so in this case, this Bacillus thuringiensis toxins are used in the market. They are sells as BT spores, like spores. This Bacillus thuringiensis sold in market as BT spores. Spore-like substances. They are in the form of spore. So but the Bt spores, it is not very harmful to the humankind, to the plant and to others. Okay, then what we do here, the Bt spores are added to water. They are added with water and produce a solution, make a solution, the Bt spore solution. Then the Bt spore solutions are spread on the plant. Okay, here the Bt spore solutions are spread towards the plant. Then when the spores came in contact with the larvae, they will get activated. You know, here I am saying when the crystal protein or the Bt toxin come in contact with the alkaline media, they will get activated, and here the Bt spores are eaten by the larvae. Inside them the crystal protein will produce, and the crystal protein will get activated when it come in contact with the gut or alimentary canal of the larva, insect larva. When the larva got the Bt toxin or the activated form of the protein, the intestinal cells, the gut cells get lysis. Okay, and the larva get die. Oh, here the larva will be die. Okay, so in the entire process, how farmers resist the plant from the insects. Okay, but it's a conventional method. Okay, but in the genetically modified plants, here the plants which have the ability to produce the resisting power themselves inside their body. So in the GM plants, the plants which are altered their genetic materials. Okay, get an example. Here is a plant which doesn't have the capacity of pest resistance. So in this case, how we produce the genetically modified plants? Here is a plant. Okay, here is a plant. Here is a plant and insects are here. So how to make this plant a genetically modified plant? It's a normal plant. We have to form it a genetically modified plant, and it will produce itself the pest resistance power. So we have to recover or to separate the gene from the Bacillus thuringiensis, the gene which produces the pest resisting power. Okay, there is a particular gene inside the bacteria which will produce the pest resisting power. Okay, here the bacteria Bt, then the genes will remove from the bacteria, and the gene which develop the resisting power is called cry genes, CRY genes, cry genes. Okay, all are capital letters. Okay, C capital, R and Y, three letters are small letters. Okay, the CRY all are small letters, the cry genes. This cry gene produces a protein. You know, the genes have the ability to code for the protein. So the cry gene produces a code for a protein, and the name of the protein is cry protein. Here the protein name is also cry and gene also cry. But in case of gene, all the letters are small. But in case of protein, the first letter C is capital and RY are small letter. Okay, because we found this cry protein from the crystal protein. Okay, that's why the name is CRY. So this cry protein will produce the pest resisting power. So in this case, we have to add these cry genes inside the plant. that after which as a result it will give the pest resisting power. Okay, so we have to add this cry gene or to manipulate this cry gene inside the plant. So this cry gene, we need a vector. In a recombinant DNA technology, without vector we can't do anything. So we need a vector to inject the cry gene. There is a vector which is very popular in the plant recombinant plant technique. It's the agrobacterium. Okay, so the cry gene is added with the agrobacterium. That means the vector is your agrobacterium. Okay, the gene of agrobacterium added with the cry genes. Here the cry gene and here the agrobacterium genes. Okay, then we will recombine both the genes by the recombinant DNA technology. Okay, here we found the recombinant gene. Then this recombinant gene is manipulated or injected to the plant, the normal plant. After that, the plant will show itself as it grows. It show itself the pest resisting capacity, have the capacity of pest resistance. That means when the gene manipulate to the plant, the plant itself produces the protein, the cry protein. Automatically the cry protein will be developed inside the plant. When the cry protein will be developed, the plant become a pest resistance plant. So this pest resistance plant will be called as a genetically modified plant. This is a genetically modified plant. So this plant have the capacity for pest resistance. So the genetically modified plants or any animals or organisms have a good qualities, have some benefits to produce products. Okay, and these are not harmful towards us, but these are prohibited in the India. Okay, the sports, BT sports, which are also prohibited in India. In the case of edible things, not in all the things. In case of edible things, it's prohibited. Okay, but it's as we studying biology, we will study about its benefits. Okay, so it has the benefits that it produces good quality of products and it's a pest resisting capacity. So it's all about your genetically modified plants. Okay, hope you all understood this video. Thank you.